very sentimental. Yeah, yeah, no, good for you, good for you. Okay. Well, that's and you know that's oh, I'm happy for you. That situation. Well, I appreciate your time and thanks for taking my call.
All right, I'm in. Oh, password. Hold on, I need a password. Hold on. I added you, but I need a password. Hold on. Let's try this.
Oh, sure. My name is Roger Hilmer with Real Estate Heaven. Is this Mrs. Guzman?
Okay, you're in.
Oh, okay.
Okay, now is this your personal or is this for your company?
It's for a company.
Okay. Well, here's what I need you to do. Because now that I'm looking at it, I was thinking that when you walked away, I was like, you don't know your password? But I didn't realize it was your company page.
Yeah.
So here's what I don't want to do, okay? I can do this on here and I can show you how to do this, but what I want to do is I want Caesar to have his own page, right? Your own Facebook page on Facebook.
Okay.
Very, very simple, my friend, to set up. And because listen, we're trying to brand you. You want to have that market presence, and I can tell you that Facebook is really moving towards. They're moving away from the organic, where you're not having to pay. You just post stuff, people see it, it gets spread. That's not happening anymore. All that stuff is changing, and it's changing pretty quickly. And so, putting stuff out there organically, like the post that I just made, I throw up on my wall about a property got sold. I'll double post that, and I'll boost it a little bit on my business page. Because without that, nobody really sees it. I used to kill it organically. The problem is today is that Facebook is moving so much away from that, and they're trying to get people to who are trying to advertise for their business to move to their business page, and then not only just going to your business page, but paying for exposure. Right? That's how they make their money. I can't knock it. As a matter of fact, I like it because it takes the people who don't know, who don't know how to use the back end, the ad management system on Facebook. It kind of eliminates their presence altogether. So it's a good thing. For us, and plus Facebook's pretty cheap. But I do need you to create your own Facebook page. Okay, so not a big deal, because what I'll do real quick is just walk you through a couple examples. I want to walk you through the ad that I did. I'll walk you through how to make a page, and then that's going to be your next step. You can set that up in 15 minutes, man. Just make it look. Obviously you want, I basically, if you go to my business page, it looks just like my personal page. I didn't really change much between the two. And there's a reason for that, right? It's just like I want people. I know some people will tell you to change your profile picture all the time, and I like to kind of keep things, when people go one place to the other, it always looks the same, right? So let me share my screen, and I'm going to walk you through a couple things, and I'm going to show you why I need you to have your own personal page, all right? So this here is, obviously this is my business page, okay? And one of the things, the reason why I had you download Diptyque, because that's what's going to help you create something like this, okay? So about every 30 days, I'll run something like this, and showing the. Sorry, I'm not sure.
Oh.
Like a little message popped up in my corner of one of my clients, just making sure it wasn't something she. Anyway, right. So what I need you to do is download Diptyque so you can create one of these, right? So on these 3 properties that and there is one on Diptyque where you can create, 2 photo, 3 photo. This one's just a 6. We actually listed like 12 houses, but I just pulled out 6 to make this picture. So I need you to make something like this, and then you can put like, new price or something like that, or something just kind of catching across. I'm going to help you write the copy. This is a very simple copy, that we wrote in here. But this is why, I mean, I don't want you generating leads for your company. You know what I'm saying? And we don't want to run. I mean, unless your credit card's on, if they know who to charge and all that stuff. Because I mean, these are going to be paid ads. It's going to be very cheap for the most part overall in the grand scheme of things. But at the same time, I don't know if they want you running ads off their page and stuff like that.
Right. I don't know if I told you this, but I'm part owner.
Oh, okay. No, I don't think you did. So, okay. Well, then if that is your page, it is your page, sir. So, I'm going to go ahead and 168 likes. Okay, cool. So, as you can see here, when we're scrolling down, and now that I'm an admin, I can see on your page here, and I'm going to click. Sorry, one second. I'm going to click on me so we continue to watch me here. Okay, you can still see your page now, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. 1 second, let me go back and just see something here. I didn't actually show the stats. Okay. Well, so you've got 168 likes. The amount of likes isn't that important because, again, when you come down here, I mean, you put a post out here, right? This thing only reached 10 out of 168, 10 people. Right? This next one here was 27. This one down here, 144, right? You had a couple shares, right? Which I don't know if you shared it or someone else shared it. Let's see here. Real Estate Haven, whoever those people are, I don't know. Doesn't matter, right? So when people share that counts to this. So when people are sharing stuff, obviously it gets out to their friends and whoever else, maybe their business page, like whatever. But this, so some of these just like normal organic posts, or when you post up like properties to other links, right? This is the stuff that if you go to most realtors' business pages on Facebook, this is like the type of stuff you're going to see, right? When people just post up a lot of different links, they're just like, hey, here's a link from a different website. Facebook doesn't like that shit, right? They don't want people leaving their website. So what we need to do is, unless you're running ads, I mean, you can run an ad and drive traffic at this, that's fine. But anytime you put an organic post with a link that leads someone outside of Facebook, Facebook kind of slaps you on the wrist a little bit, so to speak. So you don't get as much engagement, you don't get as much reach. I mean, this one had 125, so but you had one share, so who knows, how many views were actually off of that share. This one looks like somebody boosted it, right? So you see the type of engagement you're getting here on a boosted post. But if we drop down here, let's see here. So, I mean, listen, you got a lot of eyes on this, and this would have been probably a fairly decent post because it looks like whoever's putting the pictures in like this, I mean, that's basically what Diptyque is maybe Diptyque. I don't know. Well, actually, matter of fact, I bet they're individual pictures, aren't they? Okay. Well, so basically you build out something like this, and the only problem I see with this ad is, there's no lead capturing capabilities in here, right? You don't have anything in here that's capturing leads. So let me just go back real quick to my page and show you my example and walk you through this funnel. The cool thing is when you run ads, people just start liking your page, so you'll just build up a targeted audience just by doing that. So this particular post here, just to kind of give you an example, $100 on this thing, right? I'm going to start a review here. So this thing, we spent $100 total. We had 857 actions, which 652 people have actually clicked on the photo. Okay, which means that as this ad was running, I mean, 16,616 people actually saw it. And I just want to walk you through some numbers on this, Caesar, and show you why it's much more effective. Not just because of the fact that people have seen it, right? That matters to a certain extent. Right, but what we're doing is direct marketing. So if we just put something out there and nobody responds, I don't care if 1 million people saw it. If I didn't get any type of response for it, then it didn't matter. Because I'm not running this enough to where it's just always out there in front of people's face, like a billboard or something like that. So this one is, hey, I throw something out, I'm expecting to get something back, 10 times, right? My investment. So, for instance, this one here at 16,616, right? Out of that 600,000 or that 16,616, we had 857 people click through or do some type of action. I guess we could say that 652 people divided by that 16,016. So it's about a 4% click-through rate, right? If you're looking at the ad managers, the click-through rate on 4% is not that bad. Could be better. I've had them as high as 20%, right? This one's at 4%. Again, not the most important number. Right, but we know that 4% of the people that saw this ad come through actually clicked on it and it consumed the content in some format or another. Okay. Out of those 652 people that actually clicked on the picture, 136 of those people went through and clicked on my actual link, and it takes them. And I'm going to walk you through the entire funnel in just a second. That's a 21% conversion rate, right? So I know that I'm only getting 4% of the people to click on my ad. Not bad numbers, okay? And again, that's one of the least important, I suppose. The next part is how many people converted from my ad to click on the link, take the action that I wanted them to take. 21%, so almost 1 out of 4 people, right? 1 out of 4 people that saw this ad clicked through on the link. Now, we had 72 people fill out the form and actually give me their information. So out of that 136 people that clicked on the link through this ad, that was a 53% conversion rate. And these numbers are starting to get through the roof a little bit, right? Because, I mean, 53% conversion is a fucking high-ass number. They don't always convert this way, so I'm not saying that these results are always typical. Sometimes I only get, a 10%. But, it is what it is. You get 10% on a $50 or $100 and you get yourself 20, 30 leads. Great, right? So hold on. All right, go ahead. Were you saying something, Caesar? I'm sorry.
No, I'm listening.
Okay, sorry, I thought I heard you say something. So from all that, and the reason why I'm showing you this, and this is what we're going to walk through, is because it's important for you to see how ads work, to look at the numbers, how to find the numbers that matter. If this thing was converting on a click-through rate of 1% or less, I would have killed the ad. Right on this one, it wasn't that important because I'm spending a little amount of money, but if I'm running one that's like $100 a day, and the fucking thing's not converting, I don't want it to just keep running to prove a point. We got to kill it and restart. Another important thing here is we can see, obviously 18 people like my page, right? So, we got 18 likes out of that, which these are all targeted people within Jefferson City. So, the 18 people that liked it are people in the local marketplace, okay? Now, the other cool thing here, that's important is we can look at what are the people. And the reason why this is important is because when it comes to marketing, when it comes to advertising, we need to know who actually responds to our shit. Now, I knew, this was something I didn't actually know this tab was here until about 3 days ago. But I always knew looking at the forms, the leads that we got in, I'm like, man, it seems like a lot of women are the ones, like, more often than not, the ones applying to or filling in the forms and requesting information. But this little statistic proved my point. 3 plus, out of 4 are women that are responding to my ads. I'm not targeting specifically women, but here's another thing that I'm reading Dan Kennedy's book, The No BS Marketing to the Affluent. One of the things he says is that there's a few emerging groups that a lot of people are ignoring. And when I say a lot of people, I mean certain marketers of certain products and services. Obviously, Victoria's Secret is not ignoring the women demographic, right? But for realtors, sometimes we throw out ads without really thinking who are we targeting. And he was saying that women, right, are becoming more and more of the people who make buying decisions when it comes to homes or even investments, for that matter, than it was 20 years ago, right? And this completely proved the point. The other thing was obviously the gay and lesbian community. Now, I don't know if there's any way. I have to look in the back end of Facebook to find out if there's ways to actually target people who are, gay or lesbian. I don't know that, Facebook gives you an option to declare that as your some type of status. However, these people are obviously going to be, they're usually more affluent than the general, heterosexual married couple. They usually don't have kids, right? Most of them are, they have better jobs, sometimes higher paying or corporate jobs. And they just have more money to spend on things. So those are 2 good groups of people to start targeting in our marketing, and there's ways to do that. And this just proves the point. I didn't target just women here, but 76.4% of the people who responded to this were women. Okay, so a very revealing statistic. So on this ad, and then out of those 72 people that that filled out the form and became leads. I think it was 7 of those people filled out my VIP buyer form, which means they funneled all the way through to that point and filled out a form which was about a 10% conversion rate. And then out of those 7 people, we had 3 who actually filled out time to come meet with us, which was another 42% conversion rate. So on this particular ad, it killed it like another, which is why I'm so excited to go over this with you today. Not to gloat, but to show you some shit that's working and how powerful this can be. So this is why, I mean, on your, I would still recommend probably getting your own page just to brand you and not the company. I mean, it's good you're part owner, but I think what you can do is kind of run, coexisting, and then obviously run things back and forth. Because we want to get Caesar out there. I want your face to be out there. I want people to recognize you, not just the company. Okay. That's going to be very important for everything that we do, especially while we start, we start up the direct mailing stuff, we start up autoresponders. We want people to see your face and see your name as often as possible. So let me just run you through this ad. Okay, so what we did here is I just put in a bit.ly link. All right, if you don't have bit.ly, it's a free deal you can sign up for. And have you used
Woofu, right?
What's that?
Same as the Woofu account, same thing?
Yeah, you can get a free Woofu account. My advice would be to upgrade to the Pro membership, just because without it, you only get like 3 documents, and you only get so many fields you can put in, which means I think you only get like maybe 4 or 5 fields. So that would work on this one. But if you wanted to use like, the VIP buyer form, 4 or 5 fields or however many it is probably isn't going to do it. I mean, check out the free one, see what all you can do with it. I actually made a couple of videos, which I'll post up in the group. I walked through Woofu, how to create forms, how to do all that. Excuse me, how to do all that stuff. Basically how to do everything that I'm showing you here in the ad teaser. I've made videos on all this stuff. I will post them into the group. Okay. I walked through Woofu. I walked through iContact. I walked through Bitly. What the hell else? I walked through I don't know, something else. Whatever the hell. Oh, ClickFunnels. All that stuff. So I mean, all these things that I'm doing here is already here. So people, what they do is here is they click on this ad, right? They're filling out this Woofu. It's very simple. I've actually found, man, because I've created some pretty sexy looking landing pages, right? At least in my opinion. Ones that look real good for, like, I was running ads to buyers for a free buyer report, which was basically just a couple chapters a chapter out of my book. I just narrowed it down from the 15 things to like 5. Made everything look good, man, the ad, and then I got like very little response to it, right? For a few different reasons. But I think, people were clicking on the damn ad, they just weren't filling out the form. I don't know if it was just too fancy or what. But I've actually found when I run a bit.ly link to a simple Woofu document that redirects to my funnel, right, this is where I get the highest responses. Very simple. People look at this and they go, oh, just a simple form, right? So they go in and they fill out their information here. So we auto-fill that in. All right. So once people fill all that stuff in, right, I just give them some very basic. You can change these things up if you like. Use this if you want to kind of go off of a basic model. But by all means, change up anything you want to on here, because this stuff isn't as important as this top stuff up here, right? The name, email, and phone number. So once they hit submit on there, that form obviously comes to me. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it. Okay, I had it on vibrate. Sorry, but my phone just went off, right? So I've got it going to where, and of course the internet's running slow. It always does this when I run Hangouts. I'm trying to show people, but it'll redirect to my workwithadam.com page, right? So as I was saying, we had 10% or whatever it was, 8% or 4% click through to the from the photo to the ad. We had about 21% fill out that form, or click on the link, and from there we had I think it was almost 50% of people actually fill out the form and end up here. Now here's why this is so important, and I'm not going to get into too much of this today because I need you to have this stuff built out before we get too far into all this. But people are going through here, and then obviously out of that we had whatever it was, 10% clicked on, when listened to the video, clicked on there, filled out this form, and then ultimately ended up on this page and filled out this form. Then once they fill out this form, it funnels them to my thank you page, which gives them an opportunity to set up a time to meet with me. So just autofill all that. So we just come down, we submit there. So then this is my thank you page, right? So this is the entire funnel that I've built out. They come here, and this is just like, hey, time's money. Faster we meet, the more money you save. So schedule a time to meet with me below. So people are funneling here. Now all of my autoresponders, all that stuff is leading them back to that previous page, which then leads them here to set up times to meet with me. Of course, if they want to continue on through, they can click on here and then go through my book funnel as well. So that's basically how this ad was run. The cool thing is here is that I go through, I run, I do a boost, and then I also come back into the ad manager and I'll run use about $50 on the back end as well. Whoops. What I was looking for, this one here. So on the back end of Facebook, it'll give you also a pretty good in-depth look here. So you can kind of see, so on this ad right here, I spent, well, it says total spent because that was from, I use the boost and I come in the back end and I post it here as well. So we usually spend $50 on the front, $50 back here because I like to kind of change up my targeting a little bit. But you can see here, we had a 7% click-through rate. This one while we were running it on the back end reached 13,000 people. Let me see something here.
Is that 12 cents per click? Is that what it costs you?
Yeah, 12 cents per click on this one. I'm going back to. I want to see all my campaigns here because I think that was actually the boost one. That was the right one. Okay, just checking it out. Yeah, so this 12 cents per click is all it's costing me, right? So 12 pennies every time somebody, clicked on my ad. And if you want to break it down and say, well, how much did it cost me? Sorry, I keep hearing people. I think that's you. How much does it cost me for a lead, right? So we know we had 72 leads come in. So on that $100, we divide that by 72. It was basically costing me $1.38 per lead. Because this is when shit gets pretty cool. When you're like, hey man, it only cost me not even $1.50 to pick up somebody's name, email, and phone number. And the value in having that, most people think, well, leads are shit, right? I hear a lot of people say, leads don't mean anything. Well, they mean a lot. If you don't know how to convert them, you don't know how to handle them, you don't know how to funnel them, you don't know how to filter them, then if you just get a lead and you don't do anything with it, yeah, it doesn't mean a whole lot. But the cool thing about having these leads is that when we capture the information of name, phone number, email, in a lot of cases even home address, we're able to do a lot of things with that information. Okay, which becomes maybe even more valuable down the road, even if it's not something that converts today. And then I always say, okay, that's how much it costs me to get a lead, or in some cases an application. But then it comes through and it's like, well, it cost me $100, and I got 7 people to funnel through to my VIP, buyer application, which means that it was costing me about $14 a client, because each one of these people, we haven't met with all of them yet. We've got a few more people coming in this week. 3 of those people for sure have become clients of ours at this point. So basically that means that about $33 is what it was costing me on this ad thus far, and it could go down to as low as $14, overall, at least in the next few days. Potentially $14 for me to capture, to gain a client, right? I'm sure anyone would pull out $14 today, put it down on the table to pick up a buyer or seller client, right? In some cases, these people are even double. So for some of them, if each one of these people had a home to sell, really, it was costing me $7. Right, $5 and $2 bills, and I got myself a buyer and a seller. Right? That's what becomes really cool about this shit. Now,
think about that. You think she might have any interest in that?
Yeah, dude, I don't know how you work in those cubicles. That'd probably drive me crazy. I gotta go. I
know.
Yeah. So, anyways, the other cool thing, and this is what I want to show you once you get all of this stuff built out. Okay. The app, man. Once we can. What I want you to do, buddy, is now that you've made me an admin of that page, I want you to go into Diptych. I want you, after we get off the call here today, I want you to go to my business page. Okay. As a matter of fact, let me go back to my page because I'm going to send you a link. If you haven't already liked my page, I just want to send you a link. You don't even have to like it. I don't care about that, but I want you to.
I liked it.
Oh, did you? Okay. So you can get there quickly. So go there, check it out, look at my ad, at least look at the photo. And then what I want you to do is send me over that photo, okay? Create it just like I did mine, kind of. And if you've listed a few new ones and you've got these, you can just do it exactly the way I did it there, right?
Okay.
You can say new price or just listed. Doesn't matter. Some of the ones I posted in the past, we listed them like 45 days earlier. We say just listed. So what? It's like just listed as far as these ads are concerned, right? And
so you want me to post on your page my listings with the with that app you just created? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, no, I want you to create the photo with the app.
Okay.
And then I want you to send it over to me in a private message.
Okay.
That photo. Then what I'm going to do is, then also what I'd like you to do is look at the copy that I put out there.
Mm-hmm.
And I want you to more or less copy the copy that I've written, but kind of fill in a little bit of your own information, kind of see what I put, and then, so you can just copy and paste that into like a Word document, and then, or even a Facebook message, go to my page, copy it, take it to a Facebook message to me, paste it, and then make a few changes to it, and then send it over to me. I may make a few changes from there,
Okay.
but do that and then send me the picture, then I'm going to go to your business page. And I'm just going to start out with like $100 if you're cool with that. And I'm going to start running some ads, okay? And what I'll probably do starting out is just use my own Wufoo, my own Bitly and all that stuff until you get yours set up. But I want to go ahead and get you running some ads and get some leads in. So what I'll do on my Wufoo page, just to kind of show you here, I'll go to my Wufoo.
Okay.
I'll create some forms, and I'll just have it redirect to you, or notify you as opposed to me. So basically what we'll do is it'll look just like this form. Would be very simple. As you can see here, I've got showing a few examples yesterday on those videos, so I have all these look like they're coming to me. So this is what the form is going to look like here, all right? But on this page, what I'll do is I'll go back into the notifications section. So I'll just literally duplicate that, and I'll have your email and your phone. You do have an iPhone, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm just going to have it send you a text message and send you an email every time we get new entries. So, it'll look like in that one message that I sent you, it'll look like you'll see it. It's coming right from Wufoo, both on your text and email. But I'm going to run an ad for you and start pulling in some leads for you, and get you talking to some people. And I mean, most of these, I mean, we're running them on the buyer side because it's easier to get people to respond to buying ads than it is sellers sometimes through Facebook.
Okay.
But most of these people have a home to sell. I mean, listen, we run ads. It's we don't just target people who are renting homes, although you can do that. We're running ads at people who are just normal people, and most of them have homes to sell. So the cool thing is, yes, we're running ads to buyers. This list is going to do a lot of different things for you. It's not only going to help you build a buyer list so we can continue to run follow-up campaigns. Because some of these people that are just now coming through were from campaigns we were running at them 2 months ago. So you hear Garrett saying that a lot in Warrior about, hey, we were running ads, or this person just came into Warrior. He'd been following us and watching us and getting auto-responding stuff from us for 6 months, and he's coming in. Right? So it's important to set these things up, and we'll just build on them consistently. But you're going to get these people coming into the ad. You're going to be able to follow up with them, by phone. You're going to follow up with them by email. And the other cool thing is, here is these conversion pixels. This will be the next thing I show you after we run your first ad, after you have your video campaign built out. Okay. Now, as far as like where I redirect them, I'm not going to have them redirect anywhere at this time unless you've got a company website. You can attach that in that message as well, and I'll have it redirect to your company website. But otherwise it's not that important because really what we're looking to do at this point is just capture some lead information. Then we'll worry about once you have your funnel built out how to funnel them from there. But these little conversion pixels are breaking edge or kind of like the latest breaking type shit here. This is what makes this whole Facebook ad thing really cool. So like this one right here on my Work with Adam. All right, so when someone comes to my very first page on workwithadam.com, there is a conversion pixel on the back end of this thing. So basically, every time someone comes here, or at least the first time they come here, this page actually puts a cookie on their computer. Okay, that's what this is here. So I can actually tell, hey, January 14th I had 24 people land on that page. January 15th I had 15. January 16th I had 59. January 17th I had 93. Right. 18th we had 31. 19th we had 39, and then it drops down here like 6 so far today. Okay, but these are all different people, so I don't know what the total of all that is, but there's at least a couple hundred people right here. What I can do is I can run ads right at this damn at these people specifically because I know where they stopped. They landed on this page right here, right, and they didn't move forward. So I can run an ad specifically targeting these people. Where you could say something along the lines of hey you, yeah you. Right, you came to my workwithadam.com page. What's up with that? Right, and then just have a video. But hey, this is Adam Stark here, Adam Stark Home Selling Team. Notice that you stopped by my workwithadam.com page. Quick question: why didn't you, declare yourself as a buyer or seller? Are you not looking to buy? You're not looking to sell? Because if you are, you need to know more about this information. Do yourself a favor. Click on that link. Declare yourself as a buyer or seller. Get into the next phase of the conversation. I'm telling you, it's going to save you thousands of dollars, hours of time, and potentially years on your life. Right, whatever. All right, so but the point is you can target people. You know where they stopped. So now I can take these people knowing that they came to my shit, and I can run ads at these people. And plus this is where the retargeting aspect comes in. So once we start putting these conversion pixels in and running retargeting ads, I mean, these ads follow people all over Facebook, all over other websites, and everywhere else. Okay. So the conversion pixel thing is really cool. I don't want to get too far into that because it's not important right now. But look, it sounds like you have all of you've got the mailing stuff underway.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You could see my screen through all that, right?
Yes.
Okay, because I've noticed now that I'm just like clicking on. I think I clicked on you, and now I can see it's you. So you've got all your mailing stuff, getting that together. You've got you're reading through all the programs and guarantees, so you're getting clarification on that stuff. The next thing would be to launch the stuff, right? Don't let the fact that the videos haven't been shot stop you from just putting the mailing stuff together and launching it, because you don't have to put in the 79days.com or whatever you come up with on there. But we definitely want to get that stuff launched, rocking and rolling.
Okay.
Then on Friday, it sounds like you're going to have your videos done. As far as a website, you got someone that's building a website for you?
As of right now, I'm shopping for a website. I'm going to go to GoDaddy. I'm just thinking of 3 short names that'll stick to promote.
Okay. Well, this is for the video funnel, right?
Right.
Okay. Did you check out ClickFunnels?
What's under the Wufoo program? The Wufoo that gives you the application, the landing pages. Is that what you're referring to?
No. I'm gonna reshare my screen, brother. See, this is why we're on this call. Now, again, I've made out videos on this stuff, so don't panic because I'll share all of it with you. You can watch. And the cool thing about ClickFunnels, man, and when it comes to this this video funnel, you don't have to know how to use this. Okay, you could figure it out just like that because it's literally like Microsoft Word for internet marketing. But all you need to do is pick it up, because I can send you over a link where you can plug it into your ClickFunnels, and it'll create the entire funnel for you. All you have to do is embed your videos, which I showed people how to do on that actual video that I created. But let me just share this with you and show you what ClickFunnels is, okay? Because this is kind of the other tool that you'll need to have. Okay. You see my screen?
Yes.
Cool. All right. So I'm already logged in. This is ClickFunnels. If you weren't logged in, it would ask you to log in. Okay. I'll send you over a link, man. Matter of fact, let me go into my messages, and I'll just send you over.
What's the difference between the Wufoo accounts and the ClickFunnels? What's the difference between the two?
Well, so this page here that you see right here, this is from ClickFunnels. Okay. So if I go to my workwithadam.com funnel, right, it says I have 6 pages. So Wufoo is just they're just like application pages. That's it. There is no other. There's no forms you can fill out here on ClickFunnels. Okay. What I have to do is add that stuff in. So let me just take you, for instance, to my VIP buyer programs page. So I'm going to open this up in the editor. Hopefully this will move quickly. So this is ClickFunnels, right? So this is it's basically I'm creating little tiny different websites that all connect to each other. So on this one here, this is like basically what I will do, Caesar, is I will create a copy link for this funnel. Once you have ClickFunnels, all you have to do is plug it in. It'll create all these pages for you. All you have to do is go through and maybe change some of your information. We'll have to come in here like, here's a video, right? All I
lost you.
Are you busy? Any processing you do? No. Do me a favor, see if you could my laptop up there, because I want to make sure that it's ready for this evening for no. You know what I'm talking about, right? No.
There we go.
All right, you're back.
Back.
There's going to be, I just resent you the link just in case, but you're back, so cool.
I don't know where you got cut off at. I was just talking, and I came back, and you were gone.
Yeah.
So that's the beautiful thing about live. When you're live with technology, it doesn't always work for you. So my point is, with all that, and I'm going to be able to create the funnel for you really quickly. All right. So as far as shopping around for websites, don't worry about going out and finding your own, finding someone to build a website for you, because we can do that, man. No problem, real quick. Right? And these things are already built out. So I mean, all I need you to do is have those 3 videos and some Wufoo documents, and we'll have you up and running in no time.
Cool. Okay.
But so what I want to do is, here's your homework, because I'm going to go ahead and start running ads for you. All right. Just need you to send me over that photo, the 3 properties you just lowered the price. Okay.
Right.
And then I want you to, if you could, oh shit. Here's what I need you to do as well. In our MLS, if you've got a link to your website, okay, let me think here, because here's what's going to happen. Once people fill out that form, what I didn't show you, I guess, is that once people fill out that form, an email automatically gets sent to them from Wufoo that says, like, hey, mine's like, well, I can show you because I should have got one that came into my email. Just to kind of give you an example, it'll basically just be, I send them links from our MLS with, like, it sends them to just like a sheet of the property, right? The room measurements, additional photos, and stuff like that. I'm sure, I'd be willing to bet that your MLS does the exact same thing. Let me show you real quick, because it probably makes more sense if I showed you as opposed to told you. So hopefully this doesn't kick you out again, but let me go back into my MLS and just show you here. So if I want to, let's say I want to send this listing right here, okay? So I would click on it. I know your MLS is going to be different, but there should be somewhere where you can email a property. Now, what I'm looking for is whenever I email this listing, let me actually go into my email, so I don't actually want to email that one to myself, but I can email that listing, and then what comes to this email, once they fill out the form, is they get let me see here. Where the hell, why didn't that one come to me? I don't know why that didn't send out, huh? Okay. Okay, that's not it. Wufoo, there it is. So this is what it would look like right here, right? So they're getting a customized email that I created in Wufoo. So this one's just saying, hey, you're one step closer to finding the best deals in the market, right? Instant access to my deals. That's basically what I'm saying. If you read that ad, I'm saying, hey, I've got the list of the hottest deals, which is basically just my listings, right? And then I send them. The MLS will generate a link for me. When I email that property, it'll actually give me a link. So if there's some way you can create a link, if you need to go to like your website, and you can go to that property's page on your website, and then copy the URL and send that to me. So a couple things. Give me the picture of the properties, okay?
And then just use your copyright. Just change some of the verbiage, right, on your copyright.
Yeah, you can just change some of the verbiage on the copy and then send it to me. I may make a couple adjustments myself as well, but I want you to kind of practice with that. So send that over. So the picture, the copy, and then
the MLS.
Yep, and then send me some type of some way to drive these people to a page of those properties. So, if you've got a company website and these properties are on those websites, we could call them like, property 1, 2, and 3. I just need links that lead me to that property, to view that property on your website. Okay.
We do have a website, but it's under construction. All it is basically is our logo, and that's about it. So there's no content on there.
Okay. No problem. Then what you can do is just send me a link of
the MLS.
Yep, something like that. You can figure that out, or just a link to the website. I don't give a shit, right?
Okay.
Because there's people there to look at all your listings. The chances are, most people that will look at this ad, number one, aren't going to buy anything, or they're not going to buy those. They're just looking for something. So we're gonna word this in a way that's going to get people to respond. All we need them to do is respond, because even if these people aren't buying today, but they're buying 3 months from now, we want them in our system so that they can be set up on our auto-responding campaigns, and we'll always be thinking of us, and we'll always be in touch and everything else. So I really need that. I need the photo, the copy, sometimes link to the properties. And then the other thing I need you to do is go into your MLS and pull up all of the bank-owned REO short sale foreclosed properties, okay? And do the same thing. There has to be a way that you can email or create a link that people can click on and go to those properties. That's what this is here. That's one way we draw them in. Right? Hey, there's a bonus. Right? Nobody really, most people don't want a foreclosure. What they want is a good deal. But if you throw foreclosure out in their face, because of the fact that everyone watches HGTV, they're automatically going to be thinking, like, oh shit, I think this is going to be so much fun. Like, I'm going to flip Beverly Hills and whatever, you know. So that's why we want to have a list of foreclosures. So something we can send as well, just kind of an extra list. Okay. But I will also send you, matter of fact, I will send you over, I don't know if these links still work. These links are only good for 30 days. That's kind of the problem, so I have to go in and change them. But I'm going to forward this email to you so that you can read what I put in here. Okay. And then you can see where my links are at. I just basically need you to create the same thing just with your own links, okay? So if you can send that back to me as well, I'll make that your customized email. That once a prospect or lead fills out that form, they're going to get this to their email right away. Okay.
You want me to email you all this in one email, all this information?
Yeah, that's fine. Or a Facebook message, whichever's easier. Just if you do email it to me, send me a Facebook message and let me know you emailed it, because as you can see, I've got like 26,000 emails. I don't really check this shit that much. I'm just not an email type of guy. I'll get in here maybe once a day, sometimes 2 times a day if I got some shit going on that I know people are emailing. But I get so many. I'm like Frank Kern and everybody, and Garrett and everyone else like emails me shit like 10 times a day. Plus on top of everything else, I just don't. I don't have room to keep up with all. I don't have the time to go through and clean all this stuff up. Okay. Back here. Those are the things I need you to do. If you can do all that, I'll have an ad up and running for you tomorrow. You should have leads coming in tomorrow.
Wow.
Some people to be talking to. Dude, I'm telling you, these things, now, I'm going to run ads in your area, okay? So I may have to play around with it a little bit, but I also know when to kill an ad and I know when to put money down, right? You're going to have a much bigger area, so it may take me playing around a little bit, but we'll get leads. I'll even hop on the phone with Stu and say, hey man, I know you've worked with some people in bigger areas and run ads like, what's a good target market, what type of demographic, what type of number, just to make sure I'm running this, I'm not wasting any of your money, okay? I'll consult with a few people outside of myself. But yeah, no, we'll have leads coming to you first thing, tomorrow, and and that's what I want to do, man. You're here to get results. So while you're doing all this stuff on the homework on the backside, I want to go ahead and start putting some ads together for you, so we have something tangible to look at together that you're getting results from, and we can start working through the numbers and start explaining how all this marketing shit works. Like I said, man, literally that ad put together, I put together like 3 to 5 minutes, man. If you look at my business page, you'll find that that's the exact same copy that I used like 30, 45 days earlier, just a different picture. The picture looks somewhat similar, but ran it and got even better results than I did, the last time. I think we got like 35 the last time we ran it. 72 is a crazy number. I mean, in 48 hours. I came in Monday morning after I meet with a stack of paper like this, for my people. I'm like, oh, guys, we got a lot of calls to make today, These guys, I've got a guy who's been working here he's been only licensed for 4 weeks, and the guy's already got 2 properties under contract, and that's just because of stuff like this. So people can, listen, I'm also, the direct mail and all that stuff is, those are people that are going to be more responding to you by phone and otherwise. These ads, yes, it still requires you to call people, but it's no longer cold. And if you don't want to call people, nothing else, man, we'll build you such a massive list of people in your marketplace that you're just consistently sending out shit of value to. We're not talking about just your typical newsletter, and I'll walk you through my autoresponders and I'll give you some examples of what I write. Matter of fact, you can even opt into my campaigns. I'll put you in and you can start getting mine and using that as a way to write your own, right? But I'll show you how to do all that. So, I mean, every single day, and I get opt-outs, right? People opt out on my shit all the time, or people email me and say, quit sending me stuff in my email. And but those people, fine. This is why these are filtering systems. We've got the ads that we run. We follow up. We kind of label these people. Are they A, B, or C buyers? Do they have a home to sell? Do they need what? These people then bring the forms back to me, and I know who needs to go in what campaign, right? So I separate them out in an Excel sheet, upload them into our campaigns depending on who they are and what they declare themselves to be. If we can sell them right away and they're ready to go, great. Those are instant sales. If we can't, then if they're just not quite ready or these people couldn't lock down an appointment, we start sending them things of value based on who I think they are, and they're entered into certain campaigns, and these things just automatically follow up. For the people who just really don't care, don't want anything to do with it, those are the people that reach out and they're like, quit sending me shit. Well, they're probably not going to be the ones that buy or sell. Or I had a gal today say, take me off your email list. I've already got a realtor. Perfect, right? Just one less person I have to worry about sending stuff to. So I just take them off the list. But for the people who stick around, those people, I mean, all we're doing is filtering out the people who aren't a good fit, leaving the people behind who are, and these people will always be in my list until they buy or sell, right? At least on these particular campaigns. So from all that, from the email, the voice, the text, the conversion pixels that we say we'll run, retargeting ads back at people who've already seen our stuff, direct mail, man, we're going to turn you into a direct marketing machine, right? But this is one step at a time. We're trying to do a lot of things before we get to Dallas in February, but I think that we're probably ahead of schedule, man. I mean, really, we're only been doing this for 3 weeks now, and you're getting a lot of stuff created. This is just the next step, and I want to make sure I'm running ads for you. So that's what I want to do from here on out. So you've got some homework. Is there anything specifically, man, that you need help from me today? Because it sounds like you've got the right things going on your side. Main thing was today. Also, by the way, before you get into that, next Tuesday we're gonna pick up our calls on Tuesday. Okay. I'll be uploading a lot of content into the Facebook group. So just make sure you start consuming all that, because everything that I went over really quickly today, I break down in very short, small videos. So I'm showing you Woofu, I'm showing you eye contact, I'm showing you ClickFunnels, I'm showing you all that, so that you can just pick up the pieces that you need to this puzzle. But then on Tuesday, there's going to be another gentleman who's going to be joining us. His name's Danny Vasquez. I think he's friends with AZ. I don't know. The guy, he wanted to come out to our event in Dallas, but the times conflict. I'm still going back and forth, honestly. He paid me in full. But I'm half tempted to refund because I'm doing this for you, brother. But as I told you that first time you asked me, I said, man, I kind of got myself out of this one-on-one coaching stuff for a reason, just because it's time-consuming. And don't get me wrong, dude, I love hanging out with you, and I'm going to make sure you're getting results. But you're also coming out to the event in Dallas, and I just don't want to get a lot of one-on-one people because he seemed like he was going to be kind of demanding too. And I just don't really. It's not like I need the money. I wanted to help him out and all that. But
right.
Anyways, so I just plan on for now, and maybe another guy with us. And his whole thing was, he wanted to learn how to run Facebook ads. So I thought, well, what a better time to bring him in now, because that's kind of what we're getting into. But next Tuesday, and I'll get back with a time, I'll add him into the group as well. And he'll probably be hanging out with us for a few weeks until you get out to the event, and then you'll split off and you'll start doing the stuff with me and Stuman on the other side, and he'll kind of be left behind over here. But real quick, man, because I actually do have a closing in 5 minutes. Any questions that you have? Any last minute stuff?
I think for now I'm good. I'm good. I got the homework for the funnels, the videos. So for right now I'm pretty good. I got a lot to work on. So for right now,
okay.
I'm okay, actually. I'll give you the
yeah, man. I'm always available. So hit me up, right? If you got questions on anything, you need to hop on something like this. I mean, I've got this same setup at my house. So I mean, if I need to hop on and we can create something together, if you need it, I'm available, man. To hit me up. All right.
Appreciate it.
All right, brother. Take care, and I'll get you all that info, and we'll see you on Tuesday.
I'll email you tonight. Cool. Thanks.
Thanks, Caesar.
All right. Bye.